Hey Shara, it's Jess. I'm really sorry this is going to be a super abbreviated video. I made another 20-minute one for you that just got erased and I have to teach in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. The girls, when they come in, there's 7 of them. They range from 3 to 5 years old. They're at very different stages and they have a lot of different stuff they're working on. For a lot of them, it's just classroom management. So you'll see really a lot of just reiterating waiting online or waiting your turn and things like that. So we make a circle with the mats, and there's a box of books here that you can put in the middle of the circle. All of your supplies will be here waiting for you. I'll put a big bag on my desk for you, and then some of the stuff is right in the classroom. The girls come and they pick a book, they pick a shape from the book, and then while we're taking attendance, which is in this blue book that's in the shelf right here in the studio by the stereo, you'll see that. You take attendance for them. And then while you call their name, they'll show you, they'll copy the shape from their book. And then you ask them to put their book back. The leader is going to be Cece, if she's here. And so we'll go through a series of stretches with the girls, and I'll give you the very abbreviated version. So you'll say, take out your magic glue, and then the song goes twist, 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 flip it over, squish, 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 squash. One foot goes in the glue, the other foot goes in the glue, one hand, the other hand, and then pull one out, pull the other out, pull one out, pull the other out, balance, 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 and down. You reach up, you rain down and touch your toes, count to 5, repeat that, and then you can repeat again, but climb the ladder, rain down, and count to 10. And they'll all help you because they know that. Then ask them to sit in butterfly, tall ballerinas, and then yucky ballerinas, and tall ballerinas, and yucky ballerinas. And you do that a couple times just to go through to lengthen the spine. Reach up and over, nose to toes, and then you can make a big deal and go, P-U, and they'll think that's funny. Do that a couple times. Reach forward, put some chocolate syrup on your legs, then stretch, stretch, stretch. Then we have them fingertips on the floor, sitting nice and tall, point and flex, but we'll have them say, people feet, ballerina feet, people feet, ballerina feet, and then also you can use the words point and flex. Do that about 16 times. Reach over, kiss your knees, and up. Do that a couple times to stretch. Then you can just go practice tapping your body parts just to get them to stretch. Toes, knees, shoulder, head. Toes, knees, shoulder, head a couple times. You can reverse it through, and you can try to speed it up or slow it down and have them follow you just to get them stretching. A little rhythm stretch, rhythm exercise. Have them clap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the floor. 2, 3, 4, repeat. 2, 3, 4, and 4. 2, 3, 4. You can do that about 4 times. Then do 2s and 1s. And then if you want to challenge it a little, you can do clap, lap, down, clap, lap, down, and have them follow you with that. Open a second position, stretch, 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 pop up, stretch, 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 pop up. Do that a couple times. You can do it slower, obviously, get a good stretch. Then have them hug their knee on one side and then the other. They also like to say their alphabet, so they'll do A, B, C, D, switch. E, F, G, switch, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Go on and on and on until they're done. Then they can do the seal stretch up here and look towards their toes and say, hello toes, and they'll like to do that. And then they can swim, and then what we'll do is there's a Batman theme song. You can have them stretch, 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 and down, and fly, 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 and down just to strengthen the back. Then they will take their mats, and you'll tell them to put them along the mirror. Extra exercise if you want, you could have them do butterfly and ask them what color their butterfly is, each one of them. That's fine. And I think I forgot to mention, when they do the magic glue after they stretch, they sometimes like to go reach their magic star and look inside of it, and each girl will tell you what they see. And then you can go into the stretching. So I'm sure they'll tell you, what about our magic star? From there, we'll go to the ballet bar, and we're just going to do 3 exercises on the bar. During ballet bar, no one can go to the bathroom, they cannot take a rest, or check for their mom. And those 3 things, they can only do 1 of each during a class. They can have 1 rest on their mat, they could have 1 peek at their mother, and if they have to go to the bathroom, they have 1 time. Obviously, if it's an emergency, kids can always go to the bathroom, but we try to discourage it during the ballet bar. So on the bar, they're going to do their plies in first position. They'll do 4 slow plie, second position, 4 slow plie, back to first, 4 slow, and second, 4 slow. Then you're going to have them just point, turn in, turn out, close, turn in, turn out, close, then to the side, in, out, close, back, in, out, close, back, in, out, close. And then again, then we'll do 8 tendu to the side. We say push, pull, other side, push, pull, pull. Then have them stand in parallel. I'm going to leave the bean bags for you. You can wedge the bean bag right between their heels and then ask them to squeeze their legs together and lift and come back down and lift and back down. And you could do about, probably about 8 of those. And then ballet bar is done. So at this point, their mats will be along the mirror. And that is a great place to send them if they ever get rowdy or out of control. Just tell them to pause. Everybody go back to your mat, and they know that. The next thing we're going to do is I read them the story, Giraffes Can't Dance. They did this last week, so they know. And there's a little story about Gerald the giraffe who gets laughed at because he can't dance. And then there's all the other animals dance, and there's a different movement for each animal. So I'll put little Post-its for what each exercise is for these, but the first animal is the waltz, the warthogs waltzed, and they're gonna go across the floor walking with their port-de-bras. So that will line them up 2 by 2. Again, Cece and somebody else, a friend, are the leader, and their arms will come first position, high fifth, second, down to low fifth, first, here, and they'll go 2 by 2 across the floor, and then they come back. The next animal's the rhino. There's a game called Shake. I'll leave the instruments for you. They're little tambourines, and it's just the song tells you exactly what to do. So you can just have them do that. That's in general space all around the room, just a perfect spot with no one near them. You can ask them not to pop their bubbles and to draw a magic bubble around them. That helps them know what their space is. Then the lions do a tango. They're going to hold hands with their partner, and they're just going to chasse across the floor. And then after they all go to the other side, the whole line will come back. They'll go 2 by 2. Following that, the chimps do a cha-cha, and they're going to have their hands on their hips. This is done 2 by 2, and step passe, passe, it's in parallel, passe, passe, walks across the floor, line up, and then walk back the same way with their passes. And then it does, the baboons do a Scottish reel. There's Celtic music. That's free dance in the center, but ask them to practice skipping and galloping when they're doing that. And then poor Gerald, he gets scared, he doesn't dance, he goes into the woods walking home by himself, and when you get here it says then he found a clearing and looked up at the sky. You can play, there's some nature sounds, and finish reading. And then it gets to the part where the cricket starts to play a song, and you can play the next track, and then you can have the girls do a free dance by themselves with some scarves that I'll leave for you. And then at the very end you can finish reading them the book, either while they're dancing their free dance, or you can let them free dance and then finish it. And he takes a big bow, and you can have them all do a big bow. There's a couple other songs that I'll leave for you on the playlist. One is called The Ballet Doll. They like to do that with streamers. They lay down, and then they wake up and they dance and go back to sleep. And they also there's one called Statues and Bop Until You Drop. I'll put those on the playlist just to kind of fill time. And you can also get creative and do whatever you want. The last thing, though, is they like to have their moms come and watch them, or guests. I always say guests because a lot of them have nannies or babysitters, so I don't usually say mom because I don't want them to feel bad. But you can have them do the ballet doll with streamers for that. Or sometimes I put the hula hoops out, and I have them come and they step in each hula hoop. They have to do a move. So maybe you have them do, I've been working on plie a lot. So maybe each time they do a plie with their arms in first position in all 3 of the hula hoops. And then at the end they can do their own shape or something like that. Really, really simple. They're little, so if they're getting out of control, just make it simpler as opposed to challenging them more. I hope that is helpful. I'm sorry this video was very rushed. My other one got deleted. But if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I will leave an iPod with all of the playlists available. And when you come in, there's on the the panel, let me just show you quick. Hopefully this won't die again. On the panel here, everything's labeled in pink. Just click on the ones that are pink and turn the heat up to 65, and when you leave, turn it back down to 55. And the same thing, there's a panel on the other side here. And you just click the ones to the on that are in pink. Okay, I think that that's it. And if you could just make sure the doors are locked before you go, then we should probably be good. But again, like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And that's it. I really appreciate your help, and the kids are going to love you. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.